Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here at Genesis, where it all began, back here in LHS 3447. And we're back in a Sidewinder. Why? Well, the stream yesterday had a lot of folks asking me, how do I do this, or what can I do to get started, or this game's so big, where do I go? Today, I'm popping back into this. Ignore my starting cash. For this, we are going to assume I am at 0. We're just here at the start, and we're gonna play this out like I've just gotten a brand new ship. I've just gotten into the game. No engineers, no advanced equipment, no other ships. We are on the Mark I Sidewinder at our starting system. Hello to everybody here. Let's see here. We got Ray. We've got Blood Drunk, Commander Varad, Ghost Tracker. Hello, Northema, Gret. I think that is everybody. Yes, and shout outs. Shout outs to Comet Kazi. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy your stay. And yeah, Blood Drunk just got back to the bubble. My little 1-month expedition got you 200 and quarter. Yeah, that's it. 250 million, a $250 million credits. Very nice. Good money, and yeah, we'll be covering some of that. So yeah, let's assume I'm just starting at what, 10,000 credits? I think that's the starting amount now. Now, there is one caveat, and that is since I bought this Sidewinder, it's not my free Sidewinder. Since I bought this one, I actually do have to pay insurance on it. Other than that, we are doing as best we can here with a control group experiment. So, you're going to be here, you're going to be at Bluford Orbital or wherever. I went to Bluford because it's closer. The starting stations are actually something like 99,000 light seconds from the beacon. Not in this case. We just went here. Merino Twine 07, how you doing? Let's see here, adjust the microphone a little bit there. There we go. So yeah, you're going to be starting off in a place very similar to this, in a ship very similar to this. What do we got? Well, we've got E-rated everything and a couple of gimbaled pulse lasers. Alright, there we go. Can't get any more basic than this. Let's set up our fire groups. Discovery scanner, that'll scan out to 500 light seconds, and a data scanner. Max Kai, another stream? Oh yeah, I try to do Tuesday through Friday. Monday's my IRL work day. Well, IRL erranding day. Can't seem to downgrade stream quality. Is this on your end? No, unfortunately this is on Twitch's end. I'm only affiliate. I'm only an affiliate. I'm not a partner. So when I get transcoding options at their leisure, not mine. If I were fully partnered, I could, yeah, I'd have transcoding options all the time. Unfortunately. But no, on my end, it looks like no dropped frames. I've got good bitrate flowing. Blood Drunk, whatever happened to the clean slate commander? I kept going on him, and I got him all the way up to a chieftain, started engineering on that, and then people started complaining that he wasn't a clean slate anymore. There's a dent on my desk where I keep banging my forehead. I either need a new desk or a new forehead. But no, if there's enough demand, I guess I'm willing to part with my clean slate commander. But I've also got him on the Elite Dangerous RP server, so I kind of do that in my spare time every once in a while. Ha, spare time. No, I run him on the EDRP server. Orion, I'd replace everything in the room. Listen, you. We've just gotten this room put together. So what have we got here? Well, like I said, this is kind of pseudo clean slate. This is the pseudo clean slate pilot. So we are starting off with... How much we got for starting money? Let's just treat this as 10,000. So we got 658, 813, 945. Okay. So we cannot drop below 935. Sorry, no, 803. We can't drop below 658,803,000. Otherwise, that counts for me as game over. But hopefully somebody will be there with a calculator and kind of see how much money we can make instead of how much money we can lose. Anyway, back here, the mission board. You're going to be here. This is another thing I can't control, but I'm allied with a few places. You're going to start off neutral with everybody. If the mission board loads. Here we go. So here we are at LHS 3447 Academy for Novitiate Pilots. Novice Initiate. Nice. I like it. I'll go with that. Comet Kaze 07. Thank you. Mr. Moo and fellow space cadets. Welcome to the show. Shouted you out earlier. Glad you could make it. So no, we're doing a pseudo start from scratch. I'm not actually zeroing my commander, especially not this one. But we've got a certain amount of cash that we cannot drop below. Alacors, oh how I've missed the stream 07 all. Glad to have you back. Ghost Tracker, can I have the title of Space Instructor? No, we just gave you that new title. What are you now? You are... Ahem.
Standing by.
Not you. Let's see here. Mistress of Exploration, Space Madness, and Linguistic Mix-Ups, I believe. You got your title. So yeah, you're gonna see missions like this. So we're only going to take the missions where we are neutral with people to try and make this as authentic as we can. Oh yes, and the Queen of Puns, my bad. Assassinate Pirate Lord. Difficult. You will see here the recommended rank on this is... Okay, good, mouse cursor is up. Master. So if you're just starting out, you probably don't want to take a crack at this one. On the other hand, you've got missions like this. Boom data delivery to Chamunda or Apoyota. Let's see here. Click on this. Scroll down a little bit. So, the system is 7.36 light years away. The arrival point is around 2,600 light seconds. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Orion, everybody gets to be in charge of something? No, no. Nothing like that. This one goes to... This one is 10.88 light years away. And a arrival point of 395 light seconds. Which one is the better one to go for? 7.36 light years, I believe this is the better one to go for. So we accept it. Now I've accepted one earlier mission here from a neutral party, but you got 5 days to complete it, and that is this planetary scan job. You got to go to the Uzumero system, scan some outpost, but they were offering nearly 1.4 million for this. So, yeah, I took it. You've also got 5 days to complete it. So, this one, boom, data delivery, 23 hours to complete. This one I've already completed, just haven't cashed in, and I'm not going to cash this one in. And I'm not going to cash this one in either, because that would skew the results. Terlock, and so it begins. What begins? I like things beginning. Let's see here, neutral. Anything here? Anything that has this little, you know, tri-lobed insignia here, that's a wing mission. that it recommends a wing of people to complete. In this case, moving 27, nearly 2,800 tons of cargo. Probably not the thing to do. This one is 2,900 tons of algae, just in case. Anyway, let's go with what we got. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
You're going to want to go into your galaxy map, and Chamunda is where we want to drop off that data. Click on this, and this one is direct route. This one is, well, this one is direct route if you're in the star system. This one is plotting a course all the way to this station from another star system. I don't want to imagine how long it would take 4 Sidewinders to move 3 tons of cargo. Oh, no, 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 no. I want none of that. Lights on.
Lights on.
Gear up.
Landing module retracted.
Gret, this will never be accurate. You have the elite missions? What do you mean? You mean stuff where I'm fully partnered up with, or what? Because I've taken 1 million credits from the very start. I've taken 1 million credit missions. I found them. And not when I'm elite, from, you know, when I'm just starting off at totally harmless, aimless, penniless, etc. Ray, that'd be interesting to watch, like watching paint dry, yeah. Gret, I mean the rewards increase with your rank. Yes, they do, but... Alright, if we're gonna... Alright. Let me wrap up this mission, and we will... You know what? We may switch over to my alternate commander. We may switch over to Clean Slate. I mean, he's not Clean Slate anymore. He's fairly well established, but he's certainly not elite in any way. Alright, just to prove to you clowns that I actually know what I'm talking about. No, I'll move over to the other account, and hell, I may zero it. I mean, well, no, I'm not going to zero it, but I don't have... My trade rank isn't super high on that one, so... We'll work with that one. I just want to wrap this one up and also see if I can get a surface scan. But I know for a fact, because it's actually on, I believe it's on one of my Clean Slate videos. I started off at 0 and found myself a 1.3 million credit mission right off the bat. Alt dial Conovan? I'll never tell. But no, at the very least, I do want to wrap up this mission real quick. Yeah, surface scan missions will pay out very, very well. And I'm not exactly taking a super high-paying mission here. This is 14 grand. But no, I think if somebody were to... Kamikaze, is there a surface scan guide? I think I'm about to make one. Oh, hello, Yuki. Stay on this account. It's about as close to the stars you can get. Okay, fair enough, Ghost. Alright. That, and I don't want to go through the rigmarole of switching around and getting, you know, switching accounts and bloody, bloody, bloody. Yeah, no problem, Comet. Surface scanning is... Yeah, well, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to try a little bit of experimenting at the same time as... Because usually you need an SRV to surface scan, but I've seen things. I've seen things which make me curious and wonder if I can pull that off. Astro Soul, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Tierlock, put engineered 6A thrusters on my Chief. Dirty drives, drag experimental. It is glorious. It really is. The Chief is magnificent. Of course, haven't played Elite in a while. I'm hearing a lot of that. And hopefully... Oh, hopefully this will, you know, help show people the grind has gone away. Well, okay, the grind hasn't gone away, but the grind has been significantly reduced. Well, that's perfect for a Sidewinder then, right? Gear down.
Gear down.
Work is a thing, IRL is a thing, yeah. Always remember to refuel especially if you don't have a fuel scoop. Turn this in, and with the new mission rewards, it is dial a reward. Which means 14 grand and medium reputation and influence gain, or 10 grand and higher influence and reputation. The higher your reputation goes, the better missions you get from people, so you'd no longer be neutral, you'd be cordial. That's right, thank you, Ghost. Not all outposts offer fuel, and not all of them offer landing pads, yeah.
Incoming message.
And there we go, that message coming in says, I'm now cordial. And a second contract available for me if I want to go back to Blueford Orbital. Which I'm going to head back there anyway, but not quite yet. So we are looking for... Uzumeru. Right down here, currently 16 light years away. Can we make it? We can via a few twists and turns. But with 14 grand, we can do something else. With 14 grand, we may be able to actually get an upgrade in. Maybe. Everything on this Sidewinder is E-rated. Isn't it cute? Looks kind of like the car from the Jetsons. Kind of sounds like the car from the Jetsons, too. Yep, here we go. So the FSD, the hyperdrive. So we picked up 10 grand. Well, this is 5,700 grand. I'm gonna buy this. This will boost our jump range from... Actually, let's look at the galaxy map first and show what a difference this makes. So we want to go here to Uzumeru. And that is, right now, 15 jumps. So let's just up... Let's up the jump drive. To the 2D. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Does that alter our course at all? It does. We've gone from 15 jumps to 2. Just that little boost for your jump drive can make such a world of difference. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
You pretty much want to try to put the best jump drive you can into a ship, but if you want to maximize your range, you want everything else to be D-rated. Now, it's not always practical, but basically the way it works is you've got grade A through E. E is the worst, A is the best. And inside of those, you've got the extra lightweight, which is the D-rated stuff, and the extra armored, which is the B-rated stuff. E, C, and A all weigh the same thing.
You're all clear. Till next time, Commander.
Hardcore, an E-rated Sidewinder cannot make it from Baker's Prospect to Glidden. No, an E-rated Sidewinder can't make it to a lot of places, unfortunately. On the other hand, it's fairly easy to get yourself a brand new jump drive. And a few more upgrades. I mean, we will start derating the other modules, and you'll see the jump range start going up.
Safety protocols for exit.
Kamikaze, have you purchased a scanner or an SRV? No, I've not. And I'll show you why. Because you don't... I've got a basic discovery scanner on board, which will give the most basic planetary survey scans, which is really all you need. At least this early on. And from what I've seen, you may not need an SRV for these planetary scan jobs either, and we're gonna test that one out just as soon as we get to where we're going.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll get there, Hardcore. Fall into the star, show the emergency exit protocol. I'll show that too. Right now, let's just work with what we got here. And in this case, we want to scan the nav beacon. Really, I was just kind of going for money-making rather than, you know, the all-in... The comprehensive... Kamikaze, sorry for the... Oh, no, that's no problem at all. Everybody starts off as a new player. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, except maybe why the duck? Obviously. Why not? So you lock onto the nav beacon, and then you actually scan the physical nav beacon. You can see the little spinny working away there icon going.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, so now we have our data for the scan job. And that's going to be at Uzumero 3C. Now, as you can see there, when I activated my jump drive, frameshift inhabited by a factor of 9, disruptive mass. There's something heavier than me in the area. It's probably that Cobra 4, which I have now gotten out of range of. And so I was able to spool up my drive normally. Now, I do have a discovery scanner, but being the basic model, it's only good out to 500 light seconds. So basically the distance from the Sun to Earth. The more advanced model is 1000 light seconds, and the hyper-advanced, hyper-expensive model is all the light seconds in this star system. And Terlock, good note, always remember to zero the throttle when you're in scan range of the nav beacon, because hitting those can hurt in a small ship. Hell, they can hurt in a big ship. So, planetary surface scan. As we approach the body in question... Guy, Moo and Aside, what has the world come to? Oh, I'm just showing what new players can do for making money early on. First thing I'm taking here is a planetary scan job. Also, spoiler alert, you're going to be charged with trespassing for doing this. Doesn't matter if you do it in an SRV, doesn't matter if you do it in a spaceship. You are going to be wanted. So, we're gonna have to figure out a little bit of ways to fix that afterwards. If you see this range my throttle is in, this little orange zone, and it'll be blue on a default console. That's kind of your safe throttle range. That's when you approach a planet at a decent speed, and you'll decelerate at a decent speed. But you aren't going to actually be able to make it all the way down to the planet at this setting. You can do that with a station, you can't do it with a planet. Basically, you want your throttle at 75% for any kind of station approach. Okay, as we approach the planet, we see Search Zone, Outpost. Highlight that. And this will also show up on your navigation menu here. So you almost want to zero your throttle. You want to be pretty low speed. And you want the outpost to be, you know, whenever you're landing on a planet, you kind of want it to be, you kind of want it to look like this. This kind of orientation on the planet, this kind of approach angle. Keep your throttle low. And I've got about a 40-degree nose down. That's a pretty good down angle there. You want to be under 10 kilometers per second. And you can see that on the upper right of your scanner window there. You want to be under 10 kilometers per second before you hit the drop window. And for a planetary scan job, the search zone is going to go blinking around a little bit. That'll go blinking around as your sensors try to get a lock on where you need to go. Okay, so looking here at your scopes, you've got your ladder, which is your nose up or nose down angle. Right now we are at 0 degrees relative to the ground. -5, -10, -15, etc. To the right of that, you've got your altimeter. You've got surface and 3.33 kilometers. So we're 3 1/3 kilometer over the surface. Below that, you've got your -50.83, 155, and 0.01 G. That's your latitude, your longitude, and the surface gravity. And to the right of that, you've got that little blue line. That is your ascent or descent indicator. That's your climb or your fall rate. Descent rate, that's the word I'm looking for. So a lot of these ships with higher gravity, it's fall rate, let's be honest. Usually, you need an SRV for this. We're gonna try something a little funnier this time around. Deploy the guns, but don't employ the guns. You're gonna need to deploy the guns just to get your data link scanner out. And what you're looking for is this little guy. Oh, those are planetary defense turrets. Lovely. What you're looking for, though, is this little guy, and you can actually scan the data point from your ship. Come on.
It's all gone bad.
Thank you, Alex. It has all gone bad. Tirlock, gotta run. Reality calls. Good luck. Pay attention, newbies. Dude know what he's talking about. Yeah. Crash rate. Uh-oh, yeah. So here we go. Choose an option. What do you want? The free Sidewinder or... Comet Kazi, that's me right there. Yep, plot twist. Was that an intentional boost? It was an intentional boost to get clear, but I caught up on a light tower. I do make crashing easy. It's beautiful. So, 600 credits to purchase this back. Also, it used to be that if you managed to complete the scan, it wouldn't be a mission failure if you blew up. So they've changed that, and that's good. So, this is actually my very first time at a detention facility. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Alright, and we want to head back to LHS 3447. Lawful good. Yeah, that let's try to believe that. Gear up.
Landing gear retracted.
Nope, that was me doing an absolute stupid. Says the guy who shoots cops often enough he owes the Commandant a cigarette at Penal Ship Y-32. Yeah. Hardcore, the secret, the trick is not to get caught. Now, usually I'm flying in something a little bit more, you know, not this.
Adjusting for jump.
Well, that's another lesson new commanders are going to get.
Engaging
You're going to
exit
crash.
protocols.
See, I'm trying to show the entire authentic experience here. And if you believe that... But no, in all seriousness, you're going to crash. You're going to blow up. You're going to get your ship either shot down, crash into a rock, run into an asteroid in the shadow zone of a gas giant. There are lots of ways for your ship to suddenly turn into an expanding cloud of debris. The private prison system is run by the French. They should call it Bastille Corps. Now, is that universal, or is that just this ship? To be honest, I haven't... This is the very first panel ship I've ever been to. Because usually, I'm able to avoid all the other, harsh repercussions of, fracturing a few laws here and there. Oh, we don't have to worry about that $500,000 bounty anymore. Unfortunately. $500,000 bounty. Oh well. I still got this $3.5 million I can, turn in. That poor light fixture. Light fixtures are the strongest material known to modern science. Stronger than a starship blasting through the sky at multiples of the speed of light. Stronger than any kind of armor-piercing torpedo. No, it is the light fixture that is the the true final boss. The final boss of Elite, light fixture. Really, up until the mission went to shit, it was a good run. No, it was doing great right up until it didn't. So let's see if we can't try that again. Let's see if they're still offering. FDev, please nerf not light poles. Copy, 4-4, coming in. Also, in all seriousness, this kind of shows... Get used to the flight characteristics of your ship. If you suddenly switch over from... something that you've been flying for crazy, for a crazy long amount of time, and switch out to something totally different, it'll screw you up. It's not a question of if, it will. El Danny, hey! How have you been? Long time. You're right, it has been a long time. Fortunately, the rebuy on that ship was 600. Now, granted, that's a little bit... That should have been a rebuy of 1,300, but I do have some privileges. Let's see if there's anything else I can grab here. We're going to try that one, and we are going to try this one. Let's see if I can get a little bit better here. Eldani, what's this? New Commander tip stream? Yeah. First tip, don't fly like me, because I'm just going to go crashing into something. You can also see what star system you have missions at. Like here. Gear up.
Retracting landing module.
Sunday drivers. Kamikaze just browsed the Frontier Galnet and no talk of Thargoid light poles. Good, we may have them beaten light in illumination technology. How long till Thargoids begin mimicking our own ships? I don't think that's going to happen. Now, mimicking our light poles, then we gotta get worried. I mean, they've decided to mimic our ceiling fans.
Now engaged. No anomalies.
Trigger 1515, thank you so much for the follow. For some baffling reason. Welcome to the show. Enjoy your stay, and yeah. Try not to do what I do. Alright, 2200 light seconds here. Possibly getting second monitor tomorrow, which will A, finish the build, and B, let me watch streams and play at the same time. Excellent! iMage, yes. Hello, new player. Welcome to the game. Hope you have fun.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy!
Oh, it's you.
Danny, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Plank Owners. And seriously, enjoy your moo emote. It is a little spaceship cow. He is adorable. I have the little plush version. Meow got him for me when I was, back when we were dating. I call him the Hugs Bison. So no, let's try to do this again without being so stupid. But yeah, pro tip, do not boost when you are that close to the ground unless you are absolutely certain of your ship's capabilities. I've got E-rated shields. They are not good for even minor collisions. And that's true, you did say that, Eldani. So I was good on the approach phase. I was good on the scan phase. The run away like you stole it phase needs a wee bit of work. Let's try that one again. But no, you're gonna screw up. You're gonna have a lot of explosions. That's why you don't fly without rebuy. iMage, anything of interest from E3 this year? Quite a few things, just nothing Elite related. Though I have been having fun watching the Jurassic World streams. I just don't have it. Alright, so we got the planet scanned with... Well, we've got a cursory scan on it. Don't panic. That's a really good one, too. Trurex, burst laser vet yesterday works better than the beams for stripping shields. Short range due to jitter, yeah, that makes sense. Laser shotgun, I approve. Also, if you're familiar with frag cannons and you get the thermal rounds, then you really do have a laser shotgun. Oh goodness, thank you so much for that, Kamikaze. 100 bits, Mr. Destructoid. And the that's interesting, I don't think I've seen that before. The cheer shared rewards to 16 others in chat. Neat. TGX, 75% throttled, 6 seconds from destination. Helps to not do the loop of shame, yes. But that only applies to stations, not to anything on a planetary surface. As Hardcore already said. Okay, so let's see if we can't leave a smoking crater on the ice world, too, while we're at it. Scrat, no! Alright. Deploy the weapons again. Deploy the scanner. Set 1-2.
Adjusting.
So this will maximize power to my shields. The more power pips you have to systems, the more resilient your shields are. So let's try that again.
You have entered a trespass zone.
Okay, climb away.
Under attack. Incoming
Boost.
mission critical message. Trespass zone cleared. Bounty incoming. Taking damage.
Set 2-1.
Adjusting power.
You're gonna take hits. There we go. Eldani, what's the reward for this mission? This one is 596, nearly 597 grand. Kamikaze, thank you for the 400 bits in addition. Seems good. Yeah, this one's working a little bit better now. Okay, so we're wanted. We were expecting that though. Side guy, you can scan from your ship? Yeah. I just found that one out. I saw it happen the other day and I was like, "Wait, really?" Yeah, if you get close enough, Max Kai, you're playing solo or open. I'm playing in small group actually, private group. Depends on the... Yeah, you aren't going to be able to scan from a conda. At least, not easily. Alright, so now we head back to LHS 3447. System map.
System cartography.
I'm just going to keep on climbing out here without jumping. Because I'm curious, because what I'm looking for now is... Okay, the security in this system is too high. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
We are looking for low security star systems. LTT 18486 looks like it may fit the bill. Of course that's... You're looking for a place called Interstellar Factors. They can scrub bounties. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Yeah, hardcore. Scan range is from the commander's position, so in ships where you can get your face right up against the beacon, you can scan from your ship. No, we gotta go fly through this system anyway. You might be able to scan from the Anaconda if you flip upside down. It's true, and then you could just push your nose over and boost for open sky. Hey guys, he's putting on an air show for us. Ooh, ah.
Course adjustment.
Thank you, Aprox. Yes, correction, space show.
All systems check out. No unusual activity.
So we may as well turn in this over 500,000 credit mission. Because with that, that opens up several options for the new commander. Yeah, Ray, the Python cockpit is, yeah, it's right on the nose. Eldani, you haven't reset again. Nope. No, I have not. I'm just starting, I'm in the perspective of a new ship. Going from the perspective of a new commander here. But yeah, Ray, the Python's cockpit is right up there at the nose. I mean, maybe 5 meters away from the very tip of the nose, but otherwise it's right there. Thought it was more towards the center? No. Boy. Trying to think what would be more... the Anaconda is more towards the center. The Federal Corvette is more at the aft. Oh, the Fer-de-Lance is center mount. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Fer-de-Lance has a really long snoot. But if you can scan, you can call it the, Clipper is not aft. No, the Imperial Clipper, that's right at the nose. Anyone know any good routes to grind rank for the Empire? Damn, what was the name of that? I know Sothis is good for Federal, but obviously that doesn't help you. Shoot, any imps here who can... Ah, thank you, Hardcore. Nagalan to Mainani. But no, Eldani, all the Imperial ships actually have their cockpits forward mounted. Nope. If you look at the nose of an Imperial Clipper, it's basically like a Boeing or an Airbus. Imperial Eagle is good for scans. Yeah, you should be able to get some good scans in that thing. You'll also be able to get very good at running the hell away in that thing. The Courier is relatively central, but it's a smaller ship, so it doesn't really, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, with a Conda, you've got 50 or 80 meters of nose right in front of you. With an Imperial Courier, you've got maybe 5-10 meters of nose in front of you. Copy that. 4-2, coming in. Eldani, real pro pilots do scans from the Farragut. That's called the targeting sensor. That's target acquisition and missile lock. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Alright, so over 500,000 richer, and with a Sidewinder, that opens up all kinds of fun possibility. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, yes, it is, the mission board here. So no, we're down around 6,000. We made 10,000. We're down about 6,000 after rebuy and upgrade. And now we're sitting on 596. And from there, you can get all kinds of fun stuff done. Again, here's another X-Vels. Do you use a HOTUS? I do. I've got a Thrustmaster T16000M FCS. I've got the throttle for that, I've got the stick from a Warthog, and I've got a set of CH Pro pedals. I've got a Franken build here. So again, you've got another 500,000 credits here. So the planetary scan jobs are a good way to make fast money here. And then there's this, which is interact with emplacement data link. Recommended rank, elite. Maybe we aren't going to do that one. Here's a planetary scan job that requires you to be cordial. Unfortunately, we aren't quite there yet. Making up animals again? Yeah. Eldani, cargo mission. Was that wing? Let's see here. Yes. That's wing, but at the same time, I am only neutral, so it's only 3.8 million. Move 2,800 tons of cargo. If you got 4 ships with high cargo capacity, not too hard to do. But no, here's more, 7.4 million. 7.4 million. Yeah, the wing missions pay off well. Eldani, I solo the wing assassination missions. That's 3.5 million, which I can share with everybody else. Now, there's no way in hell I'm going to share it, I'm going to do it with this ship. Agricultural liberation of hostage. Yeah, Farmer Brown, he'll make your life a living hell. So this mission, let me check on this. Assassin, no. That one. Interact with skimmer control data link. That is... Mission Giver, the 3447 Academy for Novitiate Pilots. Right. Well. Let's see what we can upgrade here. Actually, should we upgrade the Sidewinder, or should we pick up a different ship? Because the Sidewinder's a good starter, but then you got the Eagle for only 43 grand. Suddenly you could buy 10 of these with the payoff on one mission. The Hauler. Well, it's a hauler. It's a taxi. It carries cargo. The Adder, 85 grand. Actually, a very decent ship. Do we go to the Viper 3? Do we just go straight up combat? Do we go to the Cobra 4? Hell no, we don't go to the Cobra 4. What are you talking about? El Danny, do you know what time it is? It is time to buy a keelback. God. Gret, we gotta talk, because I don't want you poisoning the minds of viewers new and old here. We're gonna stick with the Sidewinder, and we're gonna upgrade it. We're gonna upgrade the power plant. People agree. You know what? People. No, stay. We're gonna up the life support a wee bit here. Zorgon Peterson, human ships. Gabito, with the money you have, go for an Anaconda. Actually, I just joined. What's going on? What's going on is you're right, I've got a lot of cash on board. But I went back and just picked up a basic Sidewinder and kind of running through what newbie pilots might be able to do to make money in a hurry. One of those was a scan job. I mean, planetary scan job where you don't crash into the planet, you can make good money. A scan job where you do crash into the planet, you make a little bit less. The power distributor. This goes to how fast your ship recharges its various capacitors. And derate everything else. Read it on a truck stop toilet wall. It said, Moo G5 keel me. I have really got to get a better social media director. Because apparently Bubba ain't doing it. Cloud Nova Twitch, have you heard of the Gang Yun exploit? Can't say I have. Hardcore, lunch break over. See you guys later. Sounds good, Hardcore. Take care. That's 52 grand. So a better power plant is not a bad idea. And then we go into the optional internals, and we turn this Class 2E shield generator into a decent one. I like the bi-weaves, they recharge much faster. Tyndall 6666. Stream title sounds promising. Started Elite 3 days ago. Well, welcome to the show. Pull up a seat. I just got had a very good mission payoff. Rambling Dragon, greetings, new player here. How you doing? Pull up a seat. We got friendly folks around here. Answer any questions. So yeah, I've started off, or I've gone back to the starting Sidewinder. Yes, I have a lot of money. I'm triple elite and all that. But I'm back here in a starting Sidewinder to show, you know, where you can get good missions, good payouts. This one is a little too... This one's nuts. So we're not going to take that one. But we are going to go back to the mission board. The first mission that I actually completed successfully gave over 500,000 credits. And with that, you can really update the ship. Just practice flying without flight assist. I am so bad at that. We all are, seriously. Don't want that. I want to go with missions where we are... Here we go. A planetary scan job for 1.5 million.
Incoming mission critical message.
Now, yes, since I'm elite, I'm getting better payouts on this, but I have seen 1.5 million credits before. Let's see here. Cloud Nova Twitch. Sold my Chieftain, got the Federal Assault Ship, is almost fully A-rated. Only 13 mil left. I want to know what missions you're doing to give you hundreds of millions. Well, first off, I've been playing since November of 2014. Which kind of gives a slight leg up.
Plot twist!
CFAX303, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat. Only 3.5 billion in assets. Life is hard, isn't it true? Sanson, hey, how you doing? Gabato, big question for a good player. Just bought a Python. Sold my Vulture for it. Problem is I died once, had a rebuy, now I don't have any money for the rebuy. Okay, you have the Python and you've completed the rebuy, right? And now you just need to make some money. Well, honestly, my suggestion might be... Yeah, are you sitting at the rebuy screen, or did you get your ship back? That's the first question. Okay, so you... To answer... Yeah, alright. You have the ship back. You no longer have any rebuy. My suggestion... Yeah, park it and make a new rebuy with another ship. Eldani has it. Pick up a Sidewinder and do planetary scan missions, or buy a Cobra 3. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So I'm looking for a... Let's see. You're kidding.
Plot twist!
The point of interest is here in LHS 3447. Wow. Cloud Nova Twitch, thank you so much for the follow. Alright. So there's another 1.5 million coming here, if we can figure out where to, if we can figure out where that mission is going to be at. Gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Never seen a planetary scan mission? Well, you're about to see one. Whether or not I succeed at it, I'm about 50-50 on these right now. Okay, so we don't actually know where the beacon is, or the site we're looking for. So we're gonna honk the horn here. Bluford's a good station. The big problem is trying to get, find the nav beacon for everything else. And unfortunately in this system... Yeah, unfortunately in this system, you're either... So it's 1.5 million in a system where we actually don't know where anything is. So we're going to put a pin in this mission for now, this 1.5 million scan job. Unfortunately. Resume course.
System destination locked.
Jump.
Engaging jump.
And yeah, Ghost, this is why you don't, yeah, try to keep a few smaller ships. Let's see here, Tyndall. What do you suggest as the next ship from the Sidewinder for bounty hunting? Yeah, the Eagle or the Viper 3.
Engaging exit protocols.
Ghost, Eagle, then Viper 3. That also works. System map.
Displaying map.
Now this place, I may have to remember this place, because this may have resource sites. We'll come back and hit this. Interesting that you, well, okay, I'm such a Chieftain fanboy, I can't imagine why anybody would drop it for the FAS. I mean, I like the assault ship, but to me the Chieftain is just so glorious. What reasoning did you have, if I can ask, Cloud? Not that I'm like gonna be going, oh, that's stupid, just, I'm really curious. So since we do not have a very good discovery scanner, like I said, 500 light seconds for the basic model, which is enough to discover a few things. Actually, maybe enough to... Let's just get to Fullerton Horizons here. Oh, and if... Okay, actually, yeah, there was... So if you cross over this line and crash into the star, here's what's going to happen.
Warning.
You're going to crash down to real space. Yes, you're close to a star, and by the way, this was deliberate. You're close to a star. Wait for your frame shift drive to cool down. Target the star. Hell, while you're here, you may as well get a scan off of it. So get the scan, that'll get you a few more space bucks. Point your nose away from the star. Like, you want that star totally centered on your rear view like that. And go for a super cruise jump. And follow the escape vector. You're going to overheat a little bit. This is how you get out of a gas giant, star, planet, whatever that you got too close to and fell over the gravity step.
Warning. Temperature critical.
And to Prox, I would go scan the nav beacon, but I'm going to save it for later, because if you have a discovery scanner, a good discovery scanner, you can honk the horn and then you get paid. I have everything I need here. I've got the station. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
We're going to overshoot a little bit here. I came in a wee bit hot. So just roll around and bleed off a little speed until you're at 6 seconds. Set 2-1.
Routine.
Yeah, Eldani, the Cobra and the Python, you hit the nail right on the head. The Python especially. Damn thing is a flying cheat code. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
Lights on.
Lights on.
Alright, so we're parked here because this is a low-security star system, which offers interstellar factors. So basically, I'm paying off the 500 credit bounty on me that the Federation decided to pay out. Or, you know, put on my head for trespassing. Grand trespassing, basically. Fix up the ship. See what we got from Universal Cartographics. Probably not too much. Well, we can get 500 credits from the Frigaha system. Better than a poke in the eye. Cloud Nova Twitch, what's your main ship? My main ship is the... actually, here, let me... It's a Alliance Chieftain. That sucker. That thing is my daily driver, and it will solo wing assassination missions like nobody's business. I'll usually drop my shields and lose a couple points of hull, but otherwise it just... it's like a hot chainsaw through butter. So, seeing if there's any other interesting planetary scan missions here. That's all stuff I can't take. Kill Pirate Lord. Probably not something a brand new pilot wants to go after. For someone who's been out of the loop for a bit, could you show off a solo wing mission in the Taurus later? Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely. So I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I am going to cheat. I'm going to get a better discovery scanner on this ship. Just for the fact that I can then show off a planetary scan mission. Because the problem with LHS 3447 is the nav beacon is also 99,000 light seconds away. Which doesn't help at all. Alright, let's get back there. Gear up.
Gear up.
A lot of this can be completed at Narvert too. I was just showing what's available in the starting sector, basically.
Frame shift now engaged.
You know, the local
No
star
anomalies
systems
detected.
near the starting system.
Exiting now.
So I'm going to honk the horn here, and if that mission is something like 100,000 light seconds away, I think we're just going to skip it, and we will do a planetary survey scan elsewhere. Finnick, hey guys. Hey, how you doing? Rambling Dragon sort of wandered away from the starting system, and I don't know where it actually is now. It's really easy to do early on, because you're kind of jumping from system to system, kind of following the jobs. If you stay in one region, and you just run missions for a certain faction, and you keep flying back to that one system, if you keep flying back to that one system and building up your reputation, they start paying off much, much better.
Incoming mission critical
Okay,
message.
planetary scan job is... Okay, 2,700 light seconds away. So we are going to do this one. Cloud Nova Twitch, thank you so much for the 5 bits. Megatron appreciates it as well. Soundwave is over and done, but Megatron is happy. Really, that's all that matters. Trigger, how do you know where we are supposed to scan? Let's see here. Severed X, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. So Trigger, when you fire off a discovery scanner, or if you don't have access to the discovery scanner and you just scan the nav beacon, it will show you this little planet, this little globe icon next to, one of the bodies. For instance, here, let's see here, B2D. That's the second planet. It's the 4th moon of the second planet around the B star. So that tells you the planet you're supposed to get around, where your mission is going to be. And then as you get closer, you will see, show up on your navigation panel, you will see survey site or search area. That's what we'll say, search area. I know what Aldani is going to point you at, and it is a very, very good system. In fact, I've got one of my exploration ships here. We may go take a quick look at that before we go off and before I show Aldani the Chieftain build. It's one of my favorite places in the game, and it is actually not too far. Not too far from the bubble. I knew he was going to say that, probably because I pointed him at it too. IP 63835, that is an amazing star system. You jump in and you go, holy crap, what did I fly into? Finnick, where's the biggest amount of courier missions? Courier missions are kinda... It's all RNG, really. Severed, is there a place where players tend to migrate to? Not really. Certain factions have certain star systems that they kind of pick up as their own. And by the way, now that we're coming in on approach, as we get closer to this moon, we should see... There we go. Search zone. Building. Dotted line means it's on the other side of the moon. Okay. So again, you want kind of this orientation. So you want to kind of have a 45 to somewhere between 45 and 40. Well, 50 and 30, I guess, would be a better range. And that'll give you a good controlled approach. You can't put passenger cabins in the Type 6. You ought to be able to. Where are you going? How do you... You can't put luxury cabins in a T6, but you can put economy, business, and first-class cabins on board. I know for a fact. I've done this. I've got a T6 that my other account I was building up cash. Are you in a system that sells passenger cabins? They only seem to sell at high-tech and tourist systems. Okay, do you have any cargo on board your ship? Because you cannot sell a cargo bay that's in use. So limpets, anything like that. Unless they change something around. Let me, okay, Finnick, yeah, just a second, let me get this scan in. Actually, not on approach yet, so... Alright, galaxy map. This is how you find a tourist system. So you go into your star map, you go into map, and then you want economy. And you want tourism. And then you click on tourism and you can see there will be star systems that light up here as tourists. These all have tourist-based economies. So like here, you know, load it up. The primary economies are agriculture and tourism. Click on the station, check over here, and it will show what the economy is. Trade data here, agriculture. Agriculture. Tourism. Kaleri Gateway. Huh. Interesting. That's tourism. And that should sell passenger modules there. In the meantime, let's get this place scanned up. Set 1-2.
Adjusting.
Data link scanner set. It doesn't look like they have any major surface-to-air turrets this time around. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. Doesn't look like they have any major surface-to-air turrets, so...
You have entered a trespass zone.
Get the scan.
Incoming message. Incoming mission message.
Set 2-1.
Trespass zone.
Sure.
Bounty incoming.
That was a much smoother scan and exit. Let's see, you tried in the Hupan system? Let me check that out real quick. Hupan. Okay. What are you? Yep, that's not... So if the modules don't show up, Finnick, if the modules don't show up in the...
Critical message.
What? Huh. Also got some data out of that. No, if the module doesn't show up in the, on the outfitting screen, it may be entirely possible that the station just doesn't sell that module. And now we're going to go back to Blueford Orbital. And hopefully not get blown up on the way in. Now, if I were smart, if I were patient, I would go back to that low security system and scrub this bounty off. I, however, am not patient. So, we're also going to get some practice in for smuggling ourselves into a starbase.
I know something ain't right.
Sweetie, we're crooks. If everything were right, we'd be in jail.
But yeah, to be honest, these planetary scan missions, even though it's been said they've been nerfed, they still, for starting commanders, they make so much more money than the early missions when I was starting out. It's astonishing. It took me something like, I want to say it took me the better part of 2 weeks to get my hands on a Cobra 3 when I was originally playing. I didn't know what I was doing, I took a little, very safe missions. I think some of the missions were only paying out like $4 grand, and that was like, no, it took me about a month because I went from the Sidewinder, I moved up from the Sidewinder to the Hauler, and then to the Cobra 3. Right now, though, one mission got me enough to, buy a Cobra 3 if I really wanted. And this mission, this would be enough to pick up a... This would be enough to pick a Cobra 3 and give it a competitive outfit. Maybe not fully A-rated, but still pretty good. El Danny, did you ever do rare goods trading? I did. And I did after I got my hands on a Asp Explorer. Because I wanted the jump range. The less jumps I had to make, the less chance I had of being interdicted by somebody. 75%.
75%.
Kids these days in their crazy language, am I right?
Cloud Nova Twitch. Oh, thank you so much for the host. Thank you kindly for that. Finnick, where are you from? Are you asking me, or who are you asking? I'm originally from Iowa. Middle of the United States. And then, no, my wife and I, Commander Niao, we moved out to the West Coast. El Danny, did rare goods from Lave to somewhere in an adder for 3 weeks straight for my first Cobra. Yeah, and now 2 missions? 2 missions, and I just made 2 million. Currently a bounty hunter. Want to start passenger missions and trading. Any suggestions on how to start? Find a system that has a decent population. And really, they will... There's a lot of passenger missions to be had just about anywhere you want to go. A Cobra is good. What do you think of mining right now? It's like fishing. Fishing, it's relaxing. You just send out the limpets, blast away at a rock, have yourself a cold drink. But Cloud, passenger missions and trading, really you can go anywhere that has people. And they will pay you to go somewhere else. Know the method using drones? Oh yeah, I use limpets. I use limpets to go out and pick up. I've got a mining python that sends out like something like 12 or 15 limpets at a time. All right, we're gonna go in very fast here. and hope we don't get scanned.
Silent running.
Come in, Commander. We've lost contact. Please perform a gun
Gear
check.
down.
Down and locked.
Signature restored.
Let's see, Rambling Dragon. Just starting off in the Sidewinder, you recommend running the boom missions for 10k a pop until those start getting better payoffs? Boom missions are good. And also you saw, I mean, here you can see just how much we're about to make here.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew.
12 million for a ship to start the passenger missions. The Dolphin is a good passenger ship, but... Let me see if I can I pay this off here? I can't. I can go to the mission board and get paid, though. Boom. The Dolphin is good, but it has, you know, the big draw of the Dolphin is that it can carry luxury cabins, and luxury passenger missions are not all that. Yeah, I'm in lockdown mode, so I can't. Rambling. Let me get back to the system I was at earlier, where I was able to pay off my bounties. Go into... security level. All right, 2 jumps. Kamikaze DBX Diamondback Explorer. Very good jump range, kind of a, well, medium-sized kind of utilitarian explorer.
Landing coupler disengaged.
You're up.
Speed until clear.
Landing gear up.
Don't mind me coming through. Yeah, let's not get scanned up here and end up losing our good fortune.
Vectors.
Finnick, have to go. Have a good stream. Have a good day. And yeah, feel free to come back, ask anything. You should have a link to the Discord.
Systems are at optimum levels.
If
ready
not,
for exit.
you can always sign in here and ask any questions, and we've got people who are always willing to answer questions just about 24/7. So Eldani, I'm gonna get my bounty scrubbed off here, and see about maybe some basic bounty hunting in this ship, just to show, you know, what you can accomplish
to
with
next
it.
system.
And then we will head back to Narvert, and we will grab.
Friendship now engaged.
I'll grab the Chieftain and show you just what it can do.
Hyperspace. Checking systems now. Complete.
But really, I should say, or I'd be neglecting to mention. I'd be neglectful if I didn't mention this. One of the best things you can do to make money early on. Oh, okay, I got you, Finnick. Well, no, there's text chat too on the server. It's primarily text. But no, I'd be remiss in not mentioning that one of the best ways for a new player to make money is to wing up with a friend if they have anybody, or, you know, some group that's willing to, and have them help accomplish wing missions. Wing assassinations, I mean, if you have 0 money, and you wing up with me, and I pull a wing assassination mission, you could stay landed at the station the whole time. I could take out the target, return, turn in the mission, and then you could grow it. Or you could, grow a bonsai tree. And then you could turn it in for the same payout. And right there, that's 3.5 million. And, able to... You can do a lot for 3.5 mil in this game. That'll get you... That'll open up quite a few doors. 2 of those? Suddenly you're sitting on 7 million. Well, now you can get a decent exploration Cobra 3 or something. On my way to Brera Base, I think I'll grow a bonsai tree in the meantime. Yeah, Brera Base is a little, it's a ways out there. The harangue systems, that's what, 212,000 light seconds? Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Watch out for the light poles. Strongest things in the universe. So asking about passenger missions, excuse me, here's some of the, I mean, even a little outpost like this, a little dinky outpost like this, you know, this guy wants to go to Nebula's Heart. He'll pay a lot of money, well, 1.6 million actually, for flying 1,000 light years, and he wants first-class cabins. 30 politicians, they'll pay $500,000. But you need 30 first-class, you know, first-class spaces. This one is looking for first-class, accommodate 3 people, and he wants to go to all these locations. 58 light years, 180... Excuse me. 182, 113... Excuse me, etc., etc. Scrub the bounties. Apparently I made an intel package, so hey, there's an extra 9.5 grand. System map.
System map.
And we'll see if this place has, we'll see if this place has any rings we can check out. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
Alright. Unexplored. No, there are no... Doesn't look like there's any resource sites here. You can spot resource extraction sites from 1,000 light seconds out. And again, also, if you go to the map and you pull up the economy and you want, say, an extraction-based economy, 3447 would have it. Power play map. So there's no real resource sites around here, but, again, back in the Narvard system there are. And that can apply just about anywhere. So we'll get set back up and fly back to my home system. And, yeah, show off some of the more advanced stuff.
Exiting now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
System map.
System cartography.
Nope, nothing here. System map. Actually, for, you know, for explorers, for up-and-coming explorers, a system like this is not going to pay much of anything. These are all, like, snowballs. Not that great of a payout. Hell, Danny, you make that sound like a bad thing. Side guy, closest 6E economy class cabins are 298 light years away. Ah. Wait a minute. Side guy, did you put in your current system as the reference point?
Acceptable level.
Just to double check. Did you put in your location under reference? Okay, that you did. Well, in that case, double crap. Aerovate, yeah, it's one jump away from the starting system, LHS 3447. So a lot of people go there. That's why I flew out here, just to kind of get, you know, kind of show off what's available in the starting areas. Yeah, we all did, Sci Guy. Then I spent a bunch of time over in the Sinan system, because I thought, oh, that's like a huge distance away from the starting areas. Spoiler alert, it's not. Copy, 1-4. Gear down. Gear down.
Gear down.
We're here. Everybody out. Rambling Dragon, heard the bubble term used a lot. Sure thing. So the bubble is human-occupied space. The power play map kind of shows it off well. This is the bubble. This is... It's a roughly spherical area that humans have all expanded out from and colonized, all centered around the Sol system. Gabito, one thing I never understood. Is there anything good about the middle of the galaxy colonial system? Oh, you mean Colonia over here? Let's get the map set back to realistic. You mean over here? It's closer to a lot of unexplored space, and there's no war going on with the Empire and the Federation, and it's also 20-some thousand light years away from the Thargoids, which is a whole lot of distance and can only be a good thing. No, if you look down here, I mean, there's all these little, these dust regions, these black holes. This is an entire cluster of black holes here. Havoc 2110, hello. But yeah, given that, here is the bubble. This is most of human colonized space right here. This little region here. And all of these yellow markers, these are where stations have been attacked by Thargoids. So all of this, and you can see just how, stars are... Ooh, a lot of stars there, right? Sag A star, the core of the galaxy. The supermassive black hole. And please note the star density in the region. Havoc, anyone now know how close the Thargoids are to Sol right now? I think they're within 30, maybe 40 light years. I think that's the closest approach they've made so far. Now, the closest station they've hit... Oh, Danny, that's silly. I'm not blinking any lights. So yeah, the closest station to Sol that got hit is... Okay, maybe 100 or so light years away. Spock's 253. Rambling Dragon, aliens are making their way through the bubble. Yes, very pissed off ones. Apparently, there's a little bit of a territorial dispute going on. Severed, how do you get the permit for Sol? You just keep working for the Federal Navy. Here we go. Let me load up the missions. No, Thargoids aren't at Sol, but it looks like they're heading that way. So, okay, here you go. If, you see how there's this insignia up here? This is the insignia of the Federation. So if you do missions for them, you get reputation built up with the Federal Navy. And then, if you get enough reputation built up, eventually they will offer you a mission for promotion. And you get Federal Navy rank, and with each rank, or every other rank, or it's random, but as you move up the ranks, you get more permits for more star systems. I think you have to be a midshipman to get access to the Sol system. Sneaky Witch, what's new in the galaxy today? Not a whole lot. I was just kind of showing what new commanders, what they can get. The money-making opportunities that can be made for even starting commanders. So I made 2 million in just a stock Sidewinder, just doing surface scan missions. And now we are heading back home. In the Amundsen. This is my... Well, here, let's have a comparison. This is the standard... This is the jump range of a Sidewinder. A stock Sidewinder. 7.79 light years. Mine is getting up to 9.7. Petty Officer. Ah, thank you, Rex. Yeah, I can get just under 10 light years in this thing. This is one of my Explorer ships. I can get close to 60 in this thing. And that makes trips a whole lot shorter. You saw what happened when I upgraded from 7 light years to 8.5. And you saw how that turned a 15-leg trip into 2 jumps. And let's go into the shipyard and let's sell this thing off. Actually, I probably don't need that Eagle either anymore. Yeah, that Eagle at Epsilon Indy. Sell. Havoc, I had a theory / potential exploit for rich commanders getting credits for their starter buddies. Do tell. Because we've got some pretty good ones. Havoc, that used to work. That used to work very well. But they knocked that down. I think you can max out at 1 million credits on a bounty, at least in a local area. There's a much better one going on now, Havoc. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Yeah, the secret is the secret to avoiding burnout is do a bunch of things. And yeah, Ray, wing missions. So Havoc, there's wing missions now where, you know, I can. Oh, I was going to show this off. I can solo wing assassinations. Gear up.
Gear up.
So I can take on a wing of 6 engineered ships, engineered NPCs, and then share that mission with somebody who doesn't have to enter the combat zone. Relling, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And the payout on those, Havoc, the payout on a wing assassination mission is, for me, 3.5 million. No, Havoc, they had that for a while, and what they ended up getting was, people saying, you know, oh, you'd have people sitting at a dock going, you know, pay 10 USD and get 100 million credits because we've built up this big, you know, this big bounty on our heads. And it was a pain in the ass, and Frontier decided to stomp that down as hard as they could. A terrace. Still flailing a bit, trying to decide what my something I want to do is. I totally understand. Actually, hold on a second. Let's... How close are we? ...285 light years. But I can make it on a full tank. Okay, we're gonna divert. Sorry, El Danny, we're gonna divert here. Unless, well, how much time do you have, Danny? Because you're the one that really wanted to see the Chieftain in action. Here's what I know: there are fancy ships, and I love railguns. Good plan. Good plans there. Ray, isn't that the system? It's HIP 63835 is an amazing star system, and I love showing it off. And you still get credit for scanning it, even if I come in and I've already scanned it.
Interstellar travel node engaged.
Rambling Chicken wouldn't mind some combat. Rambling
Engage
Dragon
protocols.
wouldn't mind some combat. I've been chicken so far. I almost said Rambling Chicken. You've been dragon. Ray, yes, the binary. Hell, you know what? Actually, we'll get back to Narvert. We'll get back home. But I will show what's available. Havoc, thank you so much for the follow. Nope, come on. What was that voice in your jump just now? That was Alex. HCSVoicePacks.com. If you have a PC, if you have Voice Attack, which is a $10 program, you can go to HCS Voice Packs, which is a UK company, that makes professionally produced computer voices for your ship that will respond to you. But you need voice attack. Or you can get voice attack and then go and grab something like Ripley Galactic's Kix program. Okay, Narvert is set up. We'll be there in, what, 3 jumps? Yeah, looks like. Well, let's go have a look at this crazy thing. Also, yeah, Havoc, you can get commands like this. Crew command roster.
Plot twist!
Who am I flying with today?
I'm here.
Ready to roll, Commander.
Standing by.
So I'm running with Alex, Celeste, and Astra. And Kix as the free system. I usually have Eli flying with me, but I haven't updated him yet either. Rob the Dude, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat by the crazy. It keeps us warm. So, HIP 63835. I spotted this star system from quite a ways out when I originally spotted this place. If you go into the map and it shows up as this glowing, fuzzy dot, even when you turn off all the stars. And I was like, okay, what in the hell is that? So I went there, flew in, honked the horn. First thing that happens is I drop down in front of this thing. This is an O-class giant. Maybe a super giant, I'm not sure. Kept scanning, like, okay, what's this? Underneath that O-class, 63835B. Black hole. 63835C. Black hole. 63835D. Black frickin' hole. So you've got, oh, in a binary pair. And another binary pair. So you've got a binary pair of stars, 3 of which are black holes, and the other one is an O-class giant. And then you go out and you start looking at the other quote-unquote planets in this system. That's a K-class star. That's an A-class star. That thing would be the system primary in nearly any other star system you visit.
Cancelled.
Nobody asked you, Alex. That thing would be the primary in nearly any other star system, and it would be a big one. That thing is actually 1.8 solar masses. That's nearly twice the mass of the Sun. This thing is a G-class star. This thing is the Sun. 0.97 solar masses, 1.08 solar radii. This thing is basically a slightly lighter copy of our Sun. That's acting as a planet. That is 63835 ABCD10. The ABCD means that it is orbiting all 4 stars as a common center of gravity. Its moon is a T-class brown dwarf star. And its moon has moons. Binary stars. You got an L-class brown dwarf orbiting a K-class. You got another L-class, another K-class. You've got one high metal content planet orbiting this sucker. I remember to zero my throttle? No, I did not. But I'm flying off in random directions, so... I mean, the odds of hitting a planet are astronomical. No, and also the composition of this planet. Surface pressure, 4,000 atmospheres. The volcanism, rock vapor geysers. You got a bunch of brown dwarf stars here orbiting... These are all CD, so they're orbiting the C and D black holes. How do the ships interact with black holes? Rambling Dragon, I can fly up to one and nose boop it. Yes, Ray, I did just say that. It is the term that was invented for this. But no, Rambling Dragon, you can... Your ship has a... The jump drive on it actually bends space and time, just like a black hole. And a black hole can only...
None detected.
Thank you, Alex. A black hole can only accelerate things. Oop, 1 second, we got a white dwarf star. Let's get a scan off this sucker. But no, your jump drive bends space and time, so it actually acts as a gravitational shield against black holes. So what we're going to do here is we are going to boost our jump drive. If you have a fuel scoop, and you have access to a white dwarf star or a neutron star, you can boost your drive. Right now my jump distance is 54 light years.
Boost activated.
Let's get clear. My jump boost is now 81 light years. White dwarf stars give you a 50% jump boost. 1.5 times your standard range. Neutron stars quadruple your range. Resume course.
System destination locked.
LHS 4019. Jump.
Jumping.
And it looks like we're approaching another white dwarf star. Now the one thing, a jump boost off a white dwarf or a neutron will damage your jump drive.
Engaging now.
It'll inflict like 1%, 2% damage.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Eldani, yes, it's active until you make the jump. Comet, that's nothing. My Anaconda, the Bifrost, with a neutron star boost, it will hit north of 280 light years. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
So I'm going to make a slow approach on the jet cone here. Because I really don't... If you get blown back into the white dwarf, you will die.
Boost activated.
I'd love your AI to say no anomalies detected while getting intercepted. No, it will... My AI will say hyperspace anomaly detected.
Maximum velocity engaged.
Sneaky witch love it when they have their tails spinning. Nice on neutron stars,
Engaging
less nice
exit
on white
protocols.
dwarfs. Yeah, the entire hyperspace tunnel will become unstable. It'll go from its standard coloration to get this really sickly green hue, and then it will drop you out. It'll drop you out in the ass end of nowhere, and there's going to be a Thargoid ship scanning you. Then you got to pray to, let's see, our skimmer worship myth. Let me try that again. Are skimmer missions worth it when allied? Depends. Skimmer missions are very hit and miss. If you can find something that pays off well for a minimum of effort, it works really well. Otherwise, there's a lot of other stuff I think that works better. System map.
System cartography.
So yeah, the Narvert system. Picked this place out because it's got a little bit of everything for new commanders. It's got mining here at Narvert 3. Pristine metallic rings, you can make good money. Good bounty hunting in the rings. Good passenger missions. And also, kind of like the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota, we've got the 5th highest atmospheric pressure recorded in the game on Narvert 1. 10,326,933 atmospheres. The atmosphere is 98.5% rock vapor and 1.5% iron vapor. So if you tried to land on that planet, basically the rock and iron would condense around your hull. Ray, when is Glidden going to not be a safety hazard? It's social Darwinism, or some kind of Darwinism. If you don't die, you've succeeded. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Glidden Enterprise it's a great station. Has a lot of opportunity. It's also an OSHA inspector would look at this place and run away screaming. There's light fixtures falling off the ceilings, there's holes in the deck plating, and there's even trip hazards across the landing pads. Yeah, that's quite the atmosphere. Nothing could survive that. Yeah. Yeah, diamonds would rain down on the surface. Yeah, if you entered the atmosphere, it's most entirely likely that the rock and iron would actually condense around your hull, and you would end up as the core of a very, very new asteroid. Yeah, CONDOR in station form. Everything's... It's not a hazard, it's ease of access. And whoever it was talking about how they were having trouble on flight assist off, this is what I do. I turn off flight assist and I just try to keep myself lined up with the door. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, request docking clearance.
Shiny.
Request approved. Set down on landing pad 20.
Yeah, kind of like a Y-wing. They took off all the fancy stuff that just took up weight. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Landing complete. Docking engaged.
Let's turn in some of this cartographic data. Yeah, all I was doing was honking the horn, and I'm still getting, 118 grand here. At least the reactor isn't exposed. Yeah, Thargoids haven't shown up yet. Oh, so yeah, here's the jump range on the Bifrost. 67 light years. Of course, that's with me carrying a bunch of extras. When it's totally stripped down to, long jump configuration, it'll hit north of 70. I've only just realized what people mean by honking the horn. Yep, the foghorn of discovery. And Eldani, here you go, the EAS Taurus. Alliance Chieftain that, I may have violated a few manufacturers' warranties on this thing. Alright, let's get... Oh, that mission isn't actually here. That's alright. Anybody else need an assassination? Freelance peacekeeping? Oh, here we go. United Narvert free. I'll do a job for him. So, assassinate the terrorist leader antagonist. Alright, can do. It does not violate the Geneva Conventions, as far as I know. Maybe the Ares Conventions. Lights on?
Lights on.
Gear up.
Landing module retracted.
Engine detach complete. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Set 2-1.
Engines favored.
As you can see, she's got a good turn of speed to her. And that's with a whole lot of military grade... Actually, no. Reactive armor on it.
Speed restrictions are now lifted.
Yeah, all the armor on this thing is reactive plating. Or heavy-duty, deep-plated hull module reinforcements. Hull and module reinforcement. Yeah, I just passed a Cobra, and you know what? I didn't collide with it.
Course adjustment.
So, assassination missions. Now we're into the advanced level stuff.
Full integrity is within limits. All other systems are now at normal levels.
It used to be if you fired off a discovery scanner, you could see where your target was. They said it's supposed to still do that, but it doesn't. So what you gotta do is go up to the nav beacon. Gabito, you are going faster than my Vulture was at max. Like I said, I have violated a few warranties. I talked to the engineers about this. This thing has grade 5 dirty drive tuning, courtesy of Professor Ishmael Palin, who runs the greatest speed shop in all of known space, down in the Pleiades systems. Then I got a hyperdrive tune done on it by Felicity Farseer. The guns are entirely the work of Zachariah Nemo, Bill Turner, and Todd the Blaster McQuinn, who I think won the CQC championship because nobody else showed up that day. Prox, already made enough money for the Chieftain? Oh, I've had this thing in storage. This is my daily driver. And yeah, I'm taking on Antagonist.
Incoming mission critical message.
Around HIP 5881 1A. So, wing assassinations. These are supposed to be fulfilled by a wing of multiple players in their ships, because all of the enemy ships, there's going to be a wing of 6 of them, instead of the standard wing of 4. There's going to be 6 of them, and all of the ships are going to be engineered. NPC engineering. How far up Palin's ass did you get your nose for him to build that monstrosity? Palin owes my ass a favor. The FNS Damocles was blockading his station, and I decided to, I didn't like that. It was interfering with my approach angles, so I drove it off. Then I got him a bunch of Thargoid tech, which he never got out. Yeah, he never got his ass off that station. Gabito, do you just kill the main target or kill them all? It depends. If I usually go for the main target first. I take them out, and if they're worth a whole lot of money, I will go and take out the rest of the wing too. If it's only 150 credits for that target, I leave them be. But this is capable of soloing all 6. But it's primarily designed for the decapitation strike on the main target. Yeah, Palin doesn't go anywhere, Eldani. I was hauling all kinds of hazardous crap for him. And Gabato, by the way, faster than the Vulture, also check out the jump legs. This thing will do 25 light years. This thing is loaded with a bunch of heavy-duty hull plating. And it still hits 25 light years. I thought the Python was a flying cheat code. Well, Eldani, good thing, good news. The engineering grind has been significantly reduced. Like a godsend. If you have like 1,000 of some material that you don't want, you can go into some, go to the material trader and get it converted into something useful. Lucian Markov, hello, how you doing? Oh, double bonus. The target's right around here at Caleri Port.
Mission objective detected.
Set 1-3.
Adjusting.
Well, Danny, buckle in, because this is what a well-engineered chieftain can pull off.
Commander, what are your orders?
Hey guys, you remind me of some assholes I'm gonna kill!
Target power plant.
Log target.
Under attack. Ramsey incurred.
That wasn't an assault, that was just... Nah. Never mind. Figures one pellet or something hits him, and I'm the one who gets the murder charge. No big.
Incoming mission critical message.
Balance.
Target shields offline. Target shields offline. Taking damage.
Oh no.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
I'm back here so I can shoot you.
Target
shields. And there endeth the lesson. This is a good little ship. So let's check the damage report here. Modules. I am running at... They took my thrusters down 1%. 1%. Yeah, the worst damage was the module reinforcement package. So it wasn't a perfectly clean run because I ended up with a murder charge. One of my shots went stray and hit the guy they were going after. And anyway, yeah, anybody that would be winged up with me on that, I turn in that mission and they are 3.5 million credits richer. Or grade 5 materials richer. Hulk smash. Yep. Yeah, I got a friendly fire charge on the guy they were going after. Right, since I got a murder charge on me, if I get scanned, that station's gonna open fire on me. So let's try to avoid that, shall we? Rule 1, friendly fire isn't. Gear down.
Landing modules deployed.
Set to 1. Take care, Danny. Now the nice thing is, I don't think I actually have to wait around for notoriety to fade. We'll find out. Because it was done in the execution of a wing assassination. It was done in the execution of a mission. I think notoriety just can be paid off right now. Yep. Need modular terminals. Lucian, you cannot get modular terminals from a station. You can't buy it. You have to get it as a mission reward. So it looks like, nope, they may have, because it wasn't the target. Dean walks in, waves to everyone, salutes the caster, holds up the sign, Privateers Alliance and Fuel Rats Forever, before disappearing into the Lurker's Corner. Need fuel out in the black? No stations or stars you can get fuel from? Call fuelrats.com. They have fuel. You don't. Any questions? You couldn't find them. Oh, you couldn't find them as mission rewards anywhere. Let's see. Really hit and miss. I think if you go to high-tech systems, possibly there's a better chance. And also if you have a better reputation with everybody. It looks like though I am, yeah, you see, I took out a target, a mission target, and I was able to immediately pay off the bounty. It doesn't look like this is the case here because the target I hit was a bystander rather than the primary target. No big deal. No, we don't want to go to a resource site here. Gear up.
Retracting docking module.
Take care when leaving station.
Dean, he's looking for... Oop. Allow. Weird. What is he looking for again? He is looking for... Throttle up. Come on.
Fly carefully, Commander. Signs will be issued for
Looking for modular terminals. So I went to click on chat, well, that zeroed my throttle. Just as I was exiting the dock. Oh yeah, he's looking for modular terminals. You need them for Marco Quent.
Leaving system.
And if I ever have to go back to the Sirius system, I am dropping 500 tons of bio-waste out of the hold of a very large ship right on top of that son of a bitch's base.
Protocols.
But I don't hold grudges. Actually, something I was going to show off earlier, but you can do it with Chieftain, whatever. The principle is easy enough to demonstrate. You can do it in any ship. If you're looking to get a start in bounty hunting, if you are a new commander and you're looking to get a start in bounty hunting, go to a resource extraction site. Low, normal, high, whatever. Just not the hazardous. Hazardous has no police presence. But if you are in a low, medium, or high intensity resource extraction site... Let's see. Oh, perfect. Right in orbit of home, too. You can drop in here and wait for the cops to open fire on somebody who's wanted. And then all you gotta do is highlight their target, put a few rounds in on them, and you get full bounty credit. You know, for being a good citizen and contributing to the demise of criminal element. Or something like that. But you want to find these in planets with rings, usually in extraction site economies. Now this one I'm going after solo because he's wanted, he's a master, and he's a conda. Let's see here. Is it worth pledging to... you can get the bonus, actually, if you aren't pledged to her. At least as far as I know. One second. Weapons. Weapons. Alright, so, let's see here. Aviv B. Aviv? Aviv Bai? Aviv, bought the game a week ago, got like 2 million, bought the Cobra 3 and did some upgrades. I enjoy the combat, but what's the point of the game? No real point to it. You can just play around, do whatever you want, you can go exploring. It's kind of like Euro Truck Simulator. It's a job simulator, but it's a job simulator where you're in outer space, fighting space pirates, making space bucks, exploring, you know, space phenomenon. It's really, most of the time the game sets your goal. Well, that's if you take a mission. Otherwise, I mean, I could take this ship right now and fly off to the core of the galaxy and go, well, it would be a long-ass trip, but I could. I could fly off to the core and scan everything in the area. Well, I could try to scan everything in the area, and I would fail miserably because there's a whole lot of area to scan here. Ooh, little black hole right there. But, yeah, you can... Money is just... There's no real measure of what the end game is other than what you kind of want to set for it. I mean, if you want to fight fight the Thargoids and, you know, help save humanity from invading aliens, go right ahead. If you want to make a pile of money bigger than a small mountain, go right ahead. If you want to go out into a region like this and just, you know, start exploring. If this system is unexplored, oh, look at this black hole cluster here. If you just want to go out exploring, if you turn in the data and it's never been discovered before, you get your name written on the map. Let's see. See if let me turn on my bookmarks here.
Plot twist!
Aviv, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Alright. Because I know I've got my name on some of these black holes in this area. Will the game be more enjoyable with a friend? I have fun flying with other folks. It's true. And you can multi-crew it up or just fly as separate ships. I've had fun flying with friends who are in ships. In their own. Like, you know, if you got a wing of 4, if you got 4 buddies or 3 buddies all flying around this region, just blowing up pirates and dinking around, that's a lot of fun to me. Missed the opportunity for the Starbucks pun. Damn it! You're right. Huh. Triple federal dropships. Here, hold this. Good talk. You know, I'd start running if I were you, buddy. Oh, and see, you can see the local cops have decided to join in. Mighty nice of them. Trigger, if possible, can you explain the bubble and the best way to start getting into Thargoid hunting? Alright, that's a hell of a thing for Thargoid hunting. But yeah, galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, power play, that's the best way to show the bubble. What would be the best ship for combat? Oh boy, that's also a pretty broad question. To have a goal, I would say the Alliance Chieftain, or coming up on the 28th, the Alliance Challenger. That's the ship I'm flying, and it is spectacular. Did I just get another murder charge? No. Good. Let's just tuck in the guns. How much money will it cost? An Alliance Chieftain probably costs around, what, 19, 20 million credits? So this is the bubble. This is all of human space, basically. Human inhabited space. It's all centered on the Sol system. The Sun, Earth, Mars, etc. Let me get to that in a minute, Aviv. So this is the bubble. And this is the rest of the galaxy. So the bubble is a very, very tiny portion of space. Let me turn off my bookmarks here. Viv, you like medium ships that can move fast? Actually, the Cobra is technically a small ship. Best fast medium combat ship, the Fer-de-Lance. Debatable, but that's one of them. The Chieftain, to me, that's medium-sized, and it's much better. Aviv, only one galaxy? I know. But there are 400 billion plus stars, and probably over 1 trillion planets. Chieftain is one of the fastest. I can get mine up to 530 in the boost. Yeah, I know you were joking. I was going with you on that. But you do need horizons for the Chieftain. You are correct. Rambling Dragon. There are other galaxies in the distance? Yep. There's, let's get a look here. Get my bearings set up here. Also, there could be a great big planetary ring in my way. But yeah, there are other galaxies. There's the Large Magellanic Cloud, the Small Magellanic Cloud, Andromeda, and Triangulum. All come to mind. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Let's just pull up the galaxy map here. So, here's the Large and Small Magellanic Clouds. These are dwarf galaxies that orbit our own. Then over here, you've got the Andromeda Galaxy and the Triangulum Galaxy. I'm not sure which galaxy that is. I'm a little poor on my astronavigation. But it appears to be a satellite of Andromeda. Alright, let's get back to the station. Look towards Barnard's Loop, and then you'll find the clouds. Yes, I just gotta find Barnard's Loop. Well, there's the Small Magellanic Cloud right there. So yeah, everything was on the other side of the ring. That's what was screwing me up. But for combat ships, really it depends on... So you made a couple of million. For a final goal, I would go with... There's just so many ships, actually. It's hard to say. Boy. Here. Let me load up Coriolis. Here's the list of ships currently in game from Coriolis. Oh, Gret, Ghost, thank you. Gabito, would be amazing if one day they built sort of jump gates to another galaxy. That was in the original Elite. You could jump between, I think, Andromeda, Milky Way, and Triangulum. Rambling Dragon, thanks for the stream. I'll be on my Xbox trying to make some credits tonight if anyone wants a wing noob. Talk to Ghost Tracker. She runs Xbox as well.
Access granted. Clear for landing on docking bay 08.
Copy Tower 08. On my way. Gear down.
Lowering landing gear.
No, unfortunately it's not cross-platform. Well, kind of sort of cross-platform, and that's the frustrating part. You can't play with... PC players can't play with Xbox players or PS4 players. But the entire background simulation... does run cross-platform. Let's patch up the holes, get some spackle on the, some Bondo and primer here. Turn in the mission board. Shared database with no interaction across platform, correct. Which is frustrating as hell. Maybe someday. Mando, you're back. Welcome back. There. Pretty much the generic answer for a lot of stuff. Soon. And that's 3.5 million down. Yep, checks in the mail. 70 clicks out from a planetary base in a hauler that goes 200 meters per second. This is what I get for skimping. Now let's see here. 1 kilometer every 5 seconds, 70 times 5, 350 seconds. So a little over 6 minutes. Let's see here. Oh, you have a link to send? Oh, let me... Okay, I can give you a permit on it. Sorry, I didn't see what you had there. Rambling Dragon, thank you so much for the follow. Is it worth getting a 20 million ship when you don't have the 90 million in engineering for it? Well, that's entirely up to you. Let's see here. Juggling a few things here. Oh, Aikobaka, thank you so much for the raid. Where are my Wookiee cookies? They are in the mail. Okay, so let's see. Rathan, you said you had something to... Let's see here. Oh, okay, it's a GIF file. Send it on the Discord. All right. Wilbert, military grade or reactive composite? I am running reactive composite on this. Here. There's the rough build. Boy, let me balance or try to juggle these questions again. What's a good combat ship? Really anything you can throw guns on that you feel comfortable with. Also, I was supposed to answer a question about fighting Thargoids a while back. I still gotta get to that. Is it worth it to spend 20 million on a ship you're gonna put 90 million into? You're gonna have to do that for any ship. No ship... I mean, it's a 20 million ship stock. There's gonna be no ship in the game that is perfect in stock condition. Everything you get, that is the bare bones base package. You want the deluxe, you're gonna have to shell out for it. And you're going to have to upgrade it on your own, unfortunately. Combat hauler. I've made the Mauler hauler. I've run the Mauler hauler. Today doesn't feel like a Mauler hauler kind of day. On the other hand, a couple of quick assassinations sound kind of easy and fun. And they're both in the same place. All three are in the same place. Why not? Alright. So, also, somebody was asking about Thargoids. What's it take to get in on those? Really? For anti-Thargoid weapons, assassinations in the keelback. Let's see here. Ban... Psy guy. There we go. No, I am putting the keel back together. We will have a keel back. Because that was a sub-goal. I keep my word. It may just be a question of when I keep my word. But no, the big thing is for Thargoids, really you need... If you've got a ship... Let me back up. If you go to Cannon's research site, let me pull up the Cannon real quick. You can see where their targets are. Cannon, Science, Thargoids. Let that load up. Load. Xenotechnology. I think that's where we're going here. No, Xeno-Intelligence Initiative. Alright. Copy, paste. Okay, so if you go here, you see Eagle Eye Report Week 14 if you scroll down a little bit. Click on that and you will see where the Eagle Eye stations have shown targets. Kamikaze, nearly midnight, should sleep. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Have a good one. Have a good night. Ray pinged me. Alright. I see it. Soon. Sooning intensifies. Yeah, something like that. Something almost exactly like that. But no, you click on here and Week 14 report, and it shows... Let's see here. Thargoids are attacking... Looks like they're going after Eagle Eye 2 in HR 1185, which is where I was... That's where I was last week. And it looks like they were also going after... Kung Mu and the Nauni system. So, if you attack Thargoids, if you go for threat level 5 or higher, you're going to be dealing with interceptors. Those are the big, the really big pissed off ships that require specialized anti-Thargoid weaponry. If you go for threat level 4 or lower, you're just going to be dealing with Thargoid scouts. Much smaller, much less durable, and they're actually susceptible to conventional weaponry. So you don't have to equip a massive anti-Thargoid battle wagon to go and make a difference. You can take them on with little ships. Looks a little bit like my Holomi, cybernetic eye and all, actually. I'm a little bit more of a fat ass than him, but working on that. That's what exercise is for. Oh, I'm wanted in 5881. That complicates matters a wee bit. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Dispatch complete. Departure authorized.
Well, let's see what kind of trouble I can avoid getting into and what kind of trouble I don't avoid getting into. What is this exercise you speak of? Well, it's where you move around with the purpose of moving around and making yourself feel better. At least that's the theory. Lately, all I found is moving around a whole lot and getting really bothered. Mando, I got that high metabolism. Never gain weight. Ah, I hate you. Continuing on, though. Good thing they have interstellar factors in HIP 5881. They do, but I've got a minor, accidental, kind of sort of friendly fire / murder-ish charge going on. Wasn't my fault. I got a notoriety of 1. Northeme, I'm about to take off for a little bit. Well, a little bit. It's getting to be about that time where I gotta take off and actually take care of that real world thing, which also includes that exercise thing. Stupid planet. Stupid 24 hours. I need more hours in my day. Unfortunately, bad habits back when I was a wee lad. Grew up on grew up on a livestock and grain farm, and so I ate like an Iowa farmer. And then when I went to college, I stopped eating like, well, I kept eating like an Iowa farmer, but I stopped doing the work of an Iowa farmer. And so that freshman 15 ended up turning into the freshman 50, and that was a bad deal. Hello, local police. Don't mind me at all, please. Alright, Pirate Lord, Wing Assassination. You are at 5881 Planet 4. So yeah, we're just going to wrap up with a couple of quick assassination missions. One more wing and then two small fry. I'm still getting paid over 1 million credits each, but the last couple of these guys that I've run into, they were flying like federal assault ships and, you know, drop ships. Basically stuff that I go up to, pull the trigger a few times, and go collect a paycheck. But I think for Thursday and Friday's show, I'm gonna put away the combat ships, and we're gonna take out my Explorer, the Bifrost, and we're gonna go hit some of the more interesting sites that are relatively close by. You know, HIP 63835, 38064, Beetlejuice, VY Canis Majoris. You know, stuff like that. If you've never seen VY Canis, that's a hell of a star. Because you jump in, and usually when you jump into a star in Elite, you're like somewhere between 2 and 5 light seconds away, depending on the size of the star. VY Canis Majoris, you jump in and you think, oh, it's just a big orange star. Then you look down at the data and you're going, oh, I'm 10,000 light seconds away. I'm out past Jupiter's orbit. And that star is filling your screen. Hardcore says at Glidden a day is 6 hours. Yeah, but it feels like 6 days. Depending. Set 1-3.
Routing power.
They found a bigger star than VY Canis? Is that in-game, or do you mean in real life? Because I know there's possibly a bigger one in real life. I haven't followed the exact details on it. Northema, you took an assassination mission, 20 plus hours left, and it just failed. I ran into the same problem yesterday. Apparently, whoever's handing out that mission has never heard of a thing called a clock. Well, this is why they hire us to do the missions instead of doing them themselves, because, well... But also to answer the question of what you can do in Elite, that little gas cloud or dust patch ahead of me, you can fly there. That big orange star up there, you can fly there. Let's see here. I think I was just heading there. Let's see here. If I aim back towards Barnard's Loop. Oh, real life? Okay. If I aim back towards Barnard's Loop, there is you can spot Beetlejuice really easily. Little double-lobed nebula there, off in the distance. Okay, there's Barnard's Loop, and yeah, that bright orange star right there, centered in my windscreen, that's Beetlejuice. That's a orange supergiant. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Cancel that. That's how I introduced my friend to the game. See that dot? Yeah, you can go there. Yeah, let me wrap this up, and then I'll show what Beetlejuice looks like on the galaxy map. In the meantime, though...
Awaiting further instructions.
Target power plant. Let's not hit another target.
Gaining heat.
UI Scooty. Oh, yes, I know of this one.
Phenomenal.
Oh, it's only 150 credits. Set to 1.
Switching power.
Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Okay, so Beetlejuice. Oh, no. So you see all the other stars around here, and then you see this monster. Here's what it looks like on the system map. Red supergiant. Solar masses, 0.2. Solar radii, 640. So a wee bit, a skosh, a titch bigger than our sun. Trying to leave the gravity well of that thing you run hot for a long time, nearly died. Yeah. One of my good buddies, Commander Bourgeois Stalker, a couple years back during the federal bombing campaign of Panem in the Kappa Fornacis system, he decided it'd be good to take a ton of onion head out there and dump it into the star, basically the equivalent of pouring one out for his buddies. He was something like 500 light seconds away from the star and still trying to figure out how to drop cargo. And he didn't realize, because he's down in this screen, he doesn't see that his console is on fire. And he can't see his ship's health. He can't see that the hull integrity indicator is dropping like a great big flaming rock. We're yelling at him over Skype, and he goes, "Oh, holy shit!" points for open space. His hull doesn't stop burning until he's down to 8%. 0.8. And this was back when it took us something like 6 hours to fly out there, because the route plotting wasn't there. There was no engineering. Our ships were running small jump drives. It was a hell of an adventure. And that's not the biggest one. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So here we got 1800 light years away, VY Canis Majoris. Let's see here. So remember, Betelgeuse was what, 600 solar radii? This one is 1400. And it's also 17 times the mass of the Sun. You know, as opposed to Betelgeuse, which is 0.2 or something like that.
Mission objective detected.
There we go. Alright. We're at level 4. Okay, this could be a Federal Corvette. Could be an Anaconda. Either way, though, I'm pretty sure we got the ammunition for it. Balance. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, Lucian, I went on a little trip, Z-negative, below the galactic plane.
Awaiting orders.
Ah, Federal Corvette. Found a system with triple neutron stars, 2 of them in a very close binary. Target power plant.
Targeting.
Under attack.
Nope.
Phenomenal.
Mission critical message.
Next.
Picking up a distress signal.
Yeah. Ray, it was triple neutrons. Trinary neutrons, 2 of them very close binary with the 3rd one orbiting outside. And, yeah, from a distance, the, all 3 gravity wells were making space, you know, kind of twisting space around like a peanut. Because if you approach a black hole or a neutron star in this game, you can see the gravity distortion. You can see the gravitational bending of light. If there were a black hole directly in front of me and I yawed off to the side, you could actually see the light from the galaxy get bent around. And we'll do something like that when I go to 63835 tomorrow. But yeah, since you had multiple intersecting gravity wells, really, really powerful ones, you had some very interesting effects. Yeah, the lensing was incredible. That, and I keep looking for neutron stars because I'm hoping to top Niao's finding. I was flying with her, and she was talking about how she never finds any interesting worlds. How I always discover, the neat stuff first. Trying to reassure her. What does she find? She finds a ringed Earth-like world orbiting a neutron star. Now that is a planet that's about as rare as rocking horse shit. Sneaky Witch, where is that? Give me a second. Let me load up the, let me load it up and try to find it. HIP 4936. No, that's the triple neutrons. I have no idea where her where she found the neutron in the Earth-like. Yeah, exactly. So it's an Earth-like that survived whatever explosion created that neutron star. Which in itself is a hell of a thing. I mean, also, if you think about it, what would life on that planet be like? Exactly. So whatever equivalent of chlorophyll the plant life would have, their photosynthesis would have to rely on almost, entirely well, not almost. It would, full stop, entirely rely on infrared light. So the plant life would be almost, either very deep red or just jet black. You wouldn't be able to tell when the day-night cycle was, other than temperature shifts, because that neutron was putting out almost all of its energy in the thermal range. And you'd have to be lucky enough to not be orbiting, not have that neutron spin its poles around your way. Because suddenly you've just taken a few million chest X-rays in about 2 microseconds. So being cooked by a neutron star's jet cone is not good for a planet's health. So, final assassination target coming up here. Good money. Very good money, all things considered. Ghost, there's one in Phi 2 Ceti. That's... I'm trying to think where that is relative to the bubble. Yep, still wanted. Is that... Notoriety is still 1. Being the guy taking care of all... Being the Interstellar Factors Secretary has got to be the most boring job around. I mean... Alright, what is it? Trespassing? Pay your 400. There, you're done. I mean, you gotta just have people keep paying you for really stupid things. The only job I can think of that'd be more boring is weatherman on Hoth. Today's forecast, cold. Again. Threat level 3. This is probably going to be a Federal assault ship.
Awaiting orders.
Oh my god, it is the worst anaconda ever. Target power plant.
Log target.
Under attack.
Outstanding.
Mission critical message.
Actually.
Cargo suit deployed.
Thermic
Checking out
alloys.
the distress
Don't mind if
signal.
I do. Phase alloys, grade 3, focus crystals. Chemical distillery. It's a bunch of grade 3 stuff. Can't just do a planetary scan and die or something? I already tried doing a planetary scan and dying. I didn't like it. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I'm being ambushed by pirates. I can't hold them off much longer. Guy's been dead for 5 minutes. He never got a shot off at you. And you're sitting at 28%. So here's my theory. This guy smacked into the dock on the way out the door, wrecked his ship, found a convenient pirate, and is now trying to broadcast insurance fraud. That's my theory. Yeah, he's blaming pirates for the insurance, exactly. Which, you know, if you can pull it off, more power to you, but... And anyway, I'm still wanted. I'm just gonna let this be for a bit. Yeah. That, and it is that time, so I'm gonna have to call it here for today. I will be back tomorrow, though. Also, that's a perfect time to go out on a little bit of an exploration trip. Because, yeah, there's not that many cops out 1,000 light years out. In the meantime, always good to meet new people. Always good to chat, answer questions. Hopefully I got most of it answered. Ding me up somewhere if I didn't answer one of your questions, or if you want some clarification. You can either send me a PM or join the Discord server. Just type in ! Discord, just like I'm doing right now. And yeah, we'll, you know, ask me any questions. I'm almost always free. Take care, everybody. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, trying new experimental planetary scan techniques in a Sidewinder is not advised. Have a good one, everybody. I will be back tomorrow, usual time, usual place. Let's see who we can go send a raid to. Let's see here. Looks like Levangi is playing some Jurassic World Evolution. And you know, that looks good to me. So yeah, we're gonna send everybody over his way. Be sure to send a few little space cows his way too. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Yeah. Thank you very much, Sneaky Witch. I will do my best. Usually I'll be good with that. It's here. Frutch Zerg. Let me get this properly set up here because you didn't get that. Come on. There we go. Frutch Zerg, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Take care, everybody, and yeah. Yeah, see you all tomorrow.